Hello and welcome to Enjoy Harmonica. My name's Callum and this is an introduction to my 101st video on YouTube. So if you're on any other social media, get yourself over to YouTube and watch the rest of this video. It's a special video and it's an old video actually of Ben Hewlett teaching me how to bend notes on the harmonica. So it's a bending lesson basically, from Ben to me. So you'll learn a lot in this if you're learning how to bend on the harmonica. And along the way there will be some people to say hello. They're going to say hello. So it's a special video. Please watch all of it and enjoy. Thank you.
One time Steve asked me to go and be a tutor on that, and he said, I want you to teach chromatic harmonica, blues chromatic.
Oh dear.
And I said, well, I don't play blues chromatic. He said, you'll learn. So I did, so I learned. And
Oh, did you?
Damn thing.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I did 18 hours of workshops, 18 hours during that session, during the week.
Wow, that's a lot of hours, isn't it? Dear.
It's a lot of teaching, so I learned a lot about it.
Yeah.
I was forced to acquire the knowledge.
So would you take that up as a teaching module as well, or would you rather just
chromatic?
Yeah.
It's not very popular.
No.
So I think it would be probably not very good use of my time. I need to do things that are going to be popular and taken up.
Yes.
Because it takes up an awful lot of time teaching and making video courses and all that.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, and you've made hundreds.
And I need
haven't
it. On Udemy, I've got 75, I think.
you? Wow, that's a
And
lot.
on yeah, and one of those is 15 hours long in itself.
That's the one I've got, I think.
Right, that's the Learn Harmonica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learn harmonica and impress your friends.
Yeah.
Haven't impressed anybody yet.
Oh, Enjoy Harmonica.
I like you
Let's have a look
to.
at bending.
Sorry?
Let's have a look at bending then and see if we can give you some progress. So what do you know about bending? Give me a brief summary of your knowledge of bending so I can not talk about stuff you know.
Well, I know that it is essential to play the correct notes, gives you more notes. I've got my bendometer in front of me, so I'm all prepared.
Okay, well, I guess the first thing you need to know is there's 4 types of note bending.
Oh, sorry, I know about blow bending and overblow bending, and draw bending and overdraw bending. I know that what they're called, basically.
And overblow. So there are 4 specific types of bending.
Right.
And the first one people start with is draw bending, and that happens on holes 1 to 6 as you breathe in. On all the harmonicas, regular tuned harmonicas. Let's make it simpler. Hole 1 draw is a D, hole 1 blow is a C, and those white notes are next to each other, and there's a black note in the middle, and that's the bend.
Oh yes. You're talking about a C harmonica, I presume.
Exactly. Yeah. So the C harmonica relates to the piano very, very comfortably.
Okay.
Hi, Enjoy Harmonica.
So when you play your C harmonica and breathe in on D, and breathe out on C, just talking about hole 1 for the moment.
Yes.
You're playing D when you breathe in, C when you breathe out. The bent note is the one that's exactly in the middle. So if you can hear the pitch of then if you look at here,
Oh
the bend
yes.
note is going to be in the middle.
Ah.
So
Oh, look
on
at
all the
that.
holes, you can get the pitch, the relative pitch, by knowing what the extremes are. The blow and the draw are the extremes, and the bent notes are in between that,
Right.
equally
Okay.
spaced. You can reference it very nicely with different harmonicas. If I don't have one here right now, But if you had a D flat harmonica, you could play blow 1 on that to reference exactly the pitch it should be.
Oh, I see.
Using it like a pitch pipe.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, or use a keyboard, or a guitar, or a ukulele, or a tuner, or anything. Anything will do that.
Well, I tend to use my bendometer.
Fine, whatever works. Whatever works. It's better to use something that produces sound, so you train your ears, rather than something that has a dial that trains your eyes.
Oh yeah.
When you're playing music,
that's the
especially
point.
if you're playing music with other people, you're never going to be looking at dials. You're going to be using your ears 100% of the time. So that is good, but it's better to use something which emits a sound and train your ears to that sound.
Oh yeah, that's very common.
You're training yourself in a better way.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah.
It's more practical. So you can get a keyboard app on your phone, or you can use a guitar, or if you've got a little keyboard, kids' keyboard or something, they'll all do it.
I just made a note of that because I think maybe that's one of the traps I've fallen into. I've been relying on the bendometer rather than listening out for the sound. There you go. You've helped me already.
I think that your sound, if you train yourself to get a particular pitch, that's a much more useful skill to learn, I believe.
Right, I'll do that then.
More practical. So if we just take hole 1 on a C harmonica, have you got one right there?
C, I've got a C, I've got a C. Does it matter which one? I've got a Dylan.
That's different harmonicas will respond in different ways. So the response of the reed is quite critical to bending. If the reed gap is set too high, the bending becomes extremely difficult. And if the reed gap is set too low, it will only overblow. It won't do anything else, or overdraw. So you need to have the reed gap set to suit your particular style of playing. And that is not how it came out of the factory. The factory does not know how you play.
So buying one out of the factory is going to be even more challenging then, is it?
No, you just have to adjust it. It's like when you get in the car, you adjust the mirror and the seatbelt and the seat height. They don't know how high you are or whatever.
I see.
So you can adjust the reed gaps very easily by just taking the cover plates off and get a little toothpick or something and just press the reeds just very gently, not hard, you'll snap them if you press hard. Just very gently, you just reconfigure its memory. It's only a spring, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you just stroke it and just give it all massage until it's a bit lowered and it suits you.
Or should we?
Or raised, you know, it just has to suit you.
Okay.
That one might have a better setup. Oh, golden melody, lovely. Right. Well, those are extremely airtight. Very, very airtight harmonicas, those.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
Side. Yeah, I love them. So let's just try, just without the harmonica, just try this. E-yo. Try that.
E-yo. E-yo.
And do you feel the tongue going back?
E-yo. Oh yes. E-yo.
So let's try that on the harmonica, but nice and loud. Give it the beats. Okay, let's try a different thing. We try starting quietly and then increasing the volume, nice and slow, like this. So very slow and strong and deliberate. Start quietly.
Sorry?
Start quietly. And as you hear as the tongue goes back, you'll notice a little pitch change.
I did.
It'll show up on your bendometer. At that point, you crank up the volume, give it the full beans, and try and open your throat more, and try and bring your tongue back more. So your throat is really, and if it's not working, you have to try something different. So try that now. So start quietly. As you hear the slight pitch change and the tongue goes back, increase the volume.
I got it. And it was vibrating between the D and the D sharp or flat.
Yeah, it's just starting.
Vibrating now.
Starting to go. Yeah, it's partially working.
Am I shoving it in? I wonder if I'm putting it in enough. Ah, got it.
That's sounding a bit better, yes. The further you put it in, the better it will sound. The quality of sound increases. The danger is you get more notes that you don't want. So the embouchure becomes more tricky. So this time we're going to try something a bit different. We're going to try E core with a K. E core. E core.
On the same hole.
Yep. Breathing in. Start quietly. E core. I didn't hear any core.
You're just showing off now, aren't you?
Well, I'm actually bending it a bit more than I need to. I'm slightly flattening it too much here, but I'm trying to get the idea across that E core, E core, core.
Core.
Yeah, try that again. You know, you've got an embryo movement there, an embryo bend. So I think what you need to do is to increase the physicality of what you're doing.
I see.
And continue to make changes until it works. It will work. I guarantee it'll work. This is like, you know, when you've got a hose pipe and you squeeze the end of it,
Yeah.
the water speeds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what we're doing is exactly that. We are squeezing the air supply so that it speeds up, and that has a physical effect on the reed. Right, I'm going to try one more thing. This might seem a bit weird to you, but I've experienced this many times.
Right.
Somebody doesn't realise they're breathing in through their nose. So what I want you to do is to pinch your nose closed, completely closed. Try it again. Could be there's a leak. we don't know. We don't know.
No, I don't think.
No, I don't think there's a leak. I don't think there's a leak. Have you got any other harmonicas there in different keys?
Yeah, I've got all the keys.
All right.
But not any flats or sharps, just normal.
Let's try a D.
D, I got a D.
Same thing. Hole one. Hole one.
Oh, hang on. That's better, isn't it?
Okay. Have you got an E there?
E, yeah.
Try that. Yep. Get him out. Try moving the tongue towards the roof of the mouth more. As you move the tongue back, move it up towards the roof of the mouth a bit more. Oh, much better. That's a proper bend. It's the first one you've done.
Oh, really? Now,
Yeah.
I just want to stop you there for a second because I've tried that before and I feel like I'm curling my tongue a little bit.
Yeah, try that.
Oh, I
Try
see.
everything. Try everything. Don't worry about what you should or shouldn't be doing. Just try everything until it works.
Let me try that.
There you go.
Sorry?
Go back. Now go back to the E. We'll work our way back down again with that new technique and see if that's made any difference. Yeah, it's working better.
Is that better?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that seems to work better.
It's a lot better, isn't it? And then when you, after you've finished on the blow, go, the bend, go for a blow. So you go da da blow. I really feel it's the tongue moving. Try saying it with like A-R, A-R. You've got to open up your mouth more.
Oh dear. It's hard work, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Yep. I think it's a matter of opening up the tubes.
I see.
We need more of the sound box working. So let me just give you some ideas about that, and then coupled with what we've just been doing, I think it'll all start to work. Putting the harmonica further in the mouth is going to help. So you might tape up put some tape over hole 2 and 3, and then shove the whole thing further in.
Okay, good try.
So that we eliminate the problem of getting the right embouchure, just to try and get the bends working. So it goes further in. Inside of the mouth needs to be more cavernous, more spacious. Like you've eaten a potato that's too hot, and you go, oh, too hot.
Yeah.
Okay? So more cavernous in your mouth. And then to open the throat, you need to play with hot air. So if you imagine you've got a mirror in front of your hand and you try to steam it up.
Yes.
Just try that now. Nice slow movements, and what that does is it opens up your glottal aperture, so it makes the flow of the air better.
Oh, I see, right.
But then the next thing is the
Posture.
what's this called? Esophagus, is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So the better your posture, the better will be your playing.
Right.
The better will be your bending, the better your tone will be. It'll all be better, the better the posture is. And then the last thing is breathing from the diaphragm.
And here.
So if you can get to breathe from the belly, that will improve the bending, the tone, the vibrato. You know the vibrato those blues guys do. That kind of.
Oh yes, yeah. Is that from the throat?
Well, that kind of thing. It all comes from that. Comes from the diaphragm, and that will support your tone, your vibrato, your note bending. It's all part of the same thing. So
Okay.
don't give up on it. Don't panic. It'll all work, but it does take time. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Callum. Nice to see you.
I'm just wondering, is hole 1 the hardest one?
Some people find it hardest. Most people find it the easiest.
Oh, I see.
That's why we started with it. Most people find hole 2 and 3 the hardest. But that's not to say that it's true for everyone. I'll send you a chart, a bending chart,
Thank you.
and plot progress on all of them. I'll do it next week, probably Tuesday. And then you can plot your progress and you can see how you're doing on every single harmonica.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Usually you're nearly there, but if you can do some bends on the other ones, any bend you can do on any harmonica will inform your muscles to learn how to do it on the other harmonicas and the other holes.
Oh, right.
So it will all help.
Okay.
It will all help.
Hello, Enjoy Harmonica.
Thank you very much indeed for your help.
Okay, Dave. You're welcome.
Take care, bye.
Cheers now. Bye, Cap. Bye.
Bye.